Hi, in this video, we are going to see how to consume OData services from web methods. So basically, we will have the OData service available in these data sources. Mainly, it will be a big data system or any kind of relational database management system or some kind of SaaS or cloud platform. They also offer OData related services. Basically, they will have a table which they will expose it as a service, which is a OData service through which we can connect and retrieve or update the data. So basically, if you see the definition, right, OData is a REST-based protocol for querying and updating the data. So we are going to call any of the OData service from web method. So that is what you are going to see it in today's demo. So in order to do that, I'll just go to Google and just search for some sample OData web service URL, and we will take that URL and we'll try to call that URL from web methods. So I'll just go to this odata.org website, and if you look at this one, it's getting a data using a OData, and then it's getting a people data, and this service is nothing but a OData service. So it looks similar to our normal HTTPS based web service, but again, if you look at the other sample, for example, if you wanted to take some specific people and specific address or any kind of condition, right? For example, I wanted to filter the people who is having the first name equal to Scott. So there is a specific syntax for OData services which we can apply and retrieve specific data as well. For example, if I call this service for people, it might list out all the people information, but again I wanted to only fetch the information with respect to if first name equal to Scott, then we can take that information as well. So in this way we can consume the data through web service. Other than that, how we will retrieve the data from the table? So normally we will use some kind of SQL query. For example, I wanted to take some data from people table, then I'll do select asterisk from people. Or if I wanted to have the first name equal to Scott, then I'll do a select asterisk from people where first name equal to Scott. So that way I can use SQL to fetch the data. Similarly, from OData, so if you are going to use a OData web service using which you can take complete records from the table, or you can select specific records from the table. So you can apply different syntax in order to fetch the different kind of information. So for example, in this one, we are going to check how to invoke the OData service from web method. First we will try this people one, and then later we will try to apply some filter and see if we are able to invoke successfully or not. So now I'll take this URL, I just copied this URL, and I'm going to create a new flow service which I'll just name it like call OData service. Basically we are trying to consume a OData service which is there in external system, and I'm going to call that service. So we have to use the similar built-in service which normally we will use it for calling a HTTP based web service, which is available in your client HTTP folder. And now I'll just go and copy this URL and I'll just browse it in the internet, or I'll browse it from the browser. So basically I'm trying to call that web service through get operation through browser. You can even run it from your Postman or any kind of REST client tool as well. So when you call post, it's giving list of people information, and I'll try to check how many username is there, and there are 20 records are available. See here, there are 20 records available in this table, and first record is having a last name is White and first name is Russell, and similarly we have 20 people information available in this particular response. So when I call people, then it's supposed to retrieve all the information. So I'll just copy the URL and I'll just try to paste it. I'll copy the OData service URL and I'll just put it into my URL, and then I'll just give OK, and this is a get method, so I'll just give get method. See here, the method is get, so I'm just giving a get method, and load as I'll give it as a bytes. Okay, so I'm just loading it as a bytes, and then I'll try to run this one, and meanwhile once we receive the response as a byte, I wanted to show that a string data as well. So I'll just try to convert that to string as well. So for that I'm going to invoke some byte to string service which is available in this WM public package, and you have something called string folder where we will have all the string related operation. So I'll just use the byte to string here, and whatever it's coming in the bytes I'll just map it here, and this is the string value. I'll save it now, and also I'll just go to the first one, and whatever it's not required I'll remove it. I don't need URL or method or loaders anymore, so I'll just drop it. In the byte to string, I have already taken the byte, so I'll just drop this body. Header, I will have it so that I know what is the response I'm getting. I'm getting a 500 error or 200 error. So those kind of header I can see it from here, which will come in a status and status message, which is your HTTP status and HTTP status message. I'll drop the bytes which is not required as well, and I'll save this one. So now I'm going to run this service, which internally it calls this OData service, and it's going to give a result in a REST format. I'll try to run this one, run as flow service, and I'll just give OK. See here, the status is 200 OK, so which means you are able to successfully invoke that URL, and then string. See here, this is the result we are getting it. So which will have all the people records. I'll just copy that, and then I'll just open a JSON viewer, and I'll put it, and I'll show the format and show the record. See here, there are around 20 people information available here. So each record is having, see, this is one object which is having one record, and next object, and all these objects are wrapped with your collection. So this is the response of people which is having total 20 records. Now I just wanted to filter only specific record. So how do I do it? So I'll just take the URL first, which we have used it, and I'm going to form some additional URL here as an argument. I'll just copy this one, and I'll just put it in my notepad. So this is the original URL. Okay, so this is the URL, we have it in our URL field. Now if I wanted to fetch only the last name equal to white, then what will I do? You have to use a filter parameter. So normally if you are going to start any kind of query parameter, right, what you will do is just put query parameter question mark, and then the field name here is $filter. Okay, it's not a filter, it's a $filter. That's a OData syntax. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this last name as a field, and then equal to, and then I'm going to check only this last name, which is white. I'll just copy that. So this is my content, and I'll just go and change my URL now. I have copied it now, and I have pasted it. I copy this URL, and I'll paste the URL. It's not getting pasted. 1 minute. See here, it's getting pasted, and I'll remove the space. So it's going to filter for the last name equal to white. Then I'll just give OK, and then give OK, and then I'm going to save it. So now I'm going to run it so that it will fetch only the relevant record which are required, right? So I'll just give OK, and it's running, and it's saying illegal character at query at index 72. Okay, so it's giving some error at this place. So what will I do? I'll just take this URL again. I'll take this URL again. Only this part, the $filter part, right? Or I'll keep only the URL. Till URL I'm going to keep it, and then I'll give OK. The remaining things, whatever we had it, right? So I'm going to pass it in an argument. So the argument name is $filter is our argument, and then remaining value I'll put it here. So for that, so this is the remaining value, right? Last name equal to white. So I'll just put that, and then I'll give OK. So now URL is having till people, and then argument, it's having a $filter as argument, and then value goes here, which is last name equal to white. So now I'll try to run this one. I'll give OK. See here, now the result is coming, and we'll see the string result. See here, earlier there are a lot of records. Now we have only one record, which I'll show. I just copied it, and I'll go to this JSON viewer, and I'll paste the data, and I'll do a format and show you. See here, the last name which is matching with white. So this way you can fetch only specific record from OData service. So now I did a condition for only one field. Similarly, if you wanted to add more condition also, you can do that. For example, I wanted to go, and I'll just search. This is the entire record, right? For example, I wanted to take, I'm just checking, is there any similar record is there in more than one place? Okay, so gender is there. So gender, there are, everything is male, and I'm just checking is that, yeah, so there are some records with female as well. So I'm just going to take any records which is having gender equal to female, and then I'm trying to see is there any other data which we can filter it out. Okay, so I'll just change it, and I'll just check with gender now. Gender equal to and female. So whatever the value which we are giving it in a single quote. Okay, so that's the syntax which we need to follow, and then I'll save it and I'm going to run it now. Once I run, and we will be able to see the result for the people who are in gender with female. See here, there are more records now. I'll just copy all the record. See, I am copying the entire JSON now. I'll just put it into JSON viewer and then I'll format it. See here, the record which is having gender equal to female. So all the records which are having gender equal to female, there are 11 records, and if I check with this search string also, which will match with, yeah, so maybe the how I checked earlier, maybe it's wrong. So overall, right, we have maybe one female, maybe I'll just check it. This is the record. Okay, so how many total records are there? I'll search it based on the username. So there are only 10 records. That's why when you check with gender, right, it is also giving only 10 records. So there are total 10 records which are available for matching criteria as female. Okay, so this way you can filter it based on specific condition, and also you can have some AND condition as well. For example, I am giving a gender equal to female and I wanted to check specific first name, okay, or last name. For example, this first name I wanted to take it, which is Joni, right? So I wanted to add AND condition now. So how do we do it? You just go to the filter condition. So I just wanted to show how to add multiple condition in the filter. Give AND and then field name, right? So the field name I'll just give the original data, the first name equal to Joni, right? So I'll just give the field name equal to EQ and then Joni. So now earlier when we searched, right, we got total 10 records. Now I'm going to search it. It's supposed to give only one record because that's the one it will match. So we got 200 status and we have one record now, which I'll copy now. I have copied it and I'll just put it in my JSON viewer and I'll just format it or beautify it so that, you know, see here, Joni and gender with female, we have only one record from the entire people set. So people is having 20, and in that we are fetching, we are trying to fetch who is having first name as Joni and gender as female. So this way you can have AND condition in your filter with multiple fields. For example, you have many fields in your OData service which you wanted to add AND condition, and then you wanted to fetch some specific record, then this way you can achieve it. For example, here in the single quote, right, you wanted to map, because normally we don't hard code any kind of runtime data, right? For example, I wanted to hard code this. How do we do it? So instead of hard coding, I wanted to pass some runtime variable. So I'll just give this as the single quote should be there, and then whatever value you wanted to substitute here, which is a variable, so that you can fill it here. So I'll just keep my variable name as first name value is my variable name, and then I'll just give OK. Even I'll just copy this variable name also, and then I'll give OK. As we are substituting variables, so you have to select this second checkbox. I have done that. Now I'll save it, and also I need to have that field name, right, which I'll take it in a input itself for now, and I'll give the input and then I'll save it now. So now instead of Joni, right, I'll try to give some other value. Okay, so I'll just give some ABC. Okay, so for ABC there won't be any record, so when it matching it won't give any record. See here in the string, I'm just copying the data what is there in the output. So the value list is empty. So the value list is empty. I'll just paste it in here, format it. See, the value list is empty because there is no condition for the first name for ABC. So I'll try to run it with Joni now. I'll try to run the flow service. I'll give Joni and then I'll just try to run it, and we will be getting that one record which is having a Joni. I'll just copy the output. So this way, right, we can substitute any kind of runtime variable in the your filter condition as well. See here, first name Joni and gender female, that's a condition we gave it in a filter, and which we gave it in a, I'll just go to the tree tab and click HTTP, and you can see the dollar filter. The condition is dollar filter here. So that is the syntax. Even you come to these reference services, and initially we tried this one which gave 20 results, and now what we are trying is this kind of syntax. Okay, so after the query parameter, because we don't need to pass this question mark, because we already passing the relevant information starting from argument. Basically we are passing it under the argument. So when we pass it under argument, it will basically add this question mark, and whatever the additional argument if you are going to add, it might add ampersand symbol, all those stuff. So now we have added a dollar filter as a variable name. There we passed all the values. So even we tried with the simple condition initially, and then we have added the AND condition, and then we have tried that as well. Similarly, you have many condition here which you wanted to try, you can try that as well. So this way we can consume any kind of OData service from web method. So only thing is what we tried here is get method, some kind of OData service, right? For example, I need to update some record, right? So then that case the method will be even post method, right? So then you will be selecting a post method, and as it's a post method, you won't pass anything in an argument. So maybe you will pass the information in your payload, right, which will go here as a string, and then or it might go in a header also. So based on the requirement, we will pass the relevant information accordingly. And then if you are going to get some response, right, for example, you are posting some content, you wanted to get the response as a JSON, then some cases you might need to set some additional header called accept with the value content, with the value application/JSON, so that you will receive a JSON response in your OData service response. So this way you can consume or you can call any kind of OData service from web methods. Thank you.